Hey everyone, and welcome. We spend a lot of time thinking about keeping our bodies healthy, but what about the most important organ we have, our brain? The great news is, protecting it isn't about some magic pill. Today, we're diving into the simple, science-backed choices you can make to safeguard your mind for years to come. So let's get right into it.
All right, so where do we even start? What are the things that actually move the needle when it comes to brain health? Well, the research consistently points to 5 main areas: getting your body moving, eating the right foods, getting quality sleep, keeping your mind stimulated, and staying connected to people. In this explainer, we're going to walk through each one and give you a super clear, actionable plan.
Okay, let's dive into our very first pillar, the physical foundation. It's a really simple but powerful idea. The health of your brain literally starts with the health of your body. And physical activity? It has this direct, incredible impact on how our brain functions. You can almost think of it like Miracle-Gro for your mind.
And if there's one number I want you to remember from this section, it's this one, 150. That's 150 minutes of moderate exercise every week. Now, this isn't about running a marathon tomorrow. It's a totally manageable goal that science shows is one of the single most effective things you can do to protect your brain.
So what does moderate even mean? Well, it's basically anything that gets your heart rate up a bit. Think a really brisk walk, going for a swim, or hopping on a bike. And why does it work so well? Well, exercise gets more blood flowing to the brain, which is like a delivery service for crucial oxygen and nutrients. It also triggers the release of something called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, which actually helps new brain cells grow and survive. Pretty cool, right?
That brings us perfectly to pillar number 2, fueling your brain. When you look at all the studies, there's a clear winner for a brain-healthy diet, and that's the Mediterranean diet. Try to think of it less as a strict diet and more like a whole lifestyle that's all about eating delicious, nutrient-rich foods that fight off inflammation.
I love this slide because it just lays it all out, so simple. On the left, you've got the brain boosters. Things like fish, packed with those omega-3s, which are literally the building blocks for brain cells, plus antioxidant-rich berries and leafy greens. And on the right, the stuff you want to limit: sugary, salty, and highly processed foods. The real takeaway here is that even a small swap, like trading a bag of chips for a handful of nuts, is a huge step in the right direction.
Okay, let's talk about our third pillar, the essential reset. We're always so focused on what we do when we're awake, right? But what happens when we're asleep is absolutely critical for our brain's upkeep. Sleep is not an optional extra. It is a fundamental, non-negotiable need. And here's our next magic number, 7 to 9. That's the sweet spot, the recommended number of hours of sleep for adults. And here's why. While you're sleeping, your brain is hard at work. It's running its own little cleanup crew, clearing out all the metabolic junk that builds up during the day, including proteins that are linked to Alzheimer's. It is literally taking out the trash so you can start fresh the next day.
I know. Getting that solid 7 to 9 hours can feel impossible sometimes. But these simple tips are real game changers. Sticking to a consistent sleep schedule helps train your body's internal clock. Putting your phone away an hour before bed helps your brain produce the sleep hormone melatonin. And, skipping that late-night coffee or drink can make a world of difference for your sleep quality.
Now, you can't talk about rest without talking about its counterpart, managing stress. A little bit of stress is totally normal, but this quote really hits on the danger of chronic, long-term stress. It doesn't just feel bad, it can physically harm key parts of your brain, especially the hippocampus, which is basically command central for your memory.
But the good news is you don't need some massive life overhaul to manage stress. Simple, consistent things, like a few minutes of meditation, taking a couple of deep breaths when you feel overwhelmed, or just getting outside for a short walk, can have a massive effect on lowering stress and protecting your brain.
This brings us to pillar number 4, the active mind. Just like our bodies, our brains need regular workouts to stay sharp, flexible, and resilient. It's really all about keeping your mind engaged and challenged.
This is probably one of the most important ideas to grasp. That old saying, use it or lose it, is 100% true when it comes to our brain. When you challenge your brain, you're building new connections, creating what scientists call a cognitive reserve. It's like building up a savings account of brain power that can help you handle challenges as you get older.
So how do you actually work out your brain? Well, the best part is, the options are endless and they can be a lot of fun. You could learn an instrument, try a new language, get lost in a good book, or play a strategic game like chess. The key here is always novelty and challenge. Keep it fresh.
And that brings us to our fifth and final pillar. And this one might surprise you. It's social connection. Interacting with other people is actually a super complex mental task. Think about it. It engages so many parts of your brain, from language and memory to problem-solving and empathy. It's a powerful workout that helps reduce cognitive decline.
And again, this doesn't have to be some huge commitment. It can be as simple as making time to actually talk with a friend, joining a book club or a sports team, or maybe volunteering for a cause you really care about. All of these things give you that mental stimulation and that crucial emotional support.
So, we've covered a lot of ground. Our 5 key pillars, from exercise and diet all the way to social life. Now let's pull it all together into one simple, easy-to-remember blueprint for a healthier mind.
And here it is, your 5-point brain plan. Number 1, get that 7 to 9 hours of sleep. 2, move your body for 150 minutes a week. 3, fuel your brain with those good whole foods. 4, keep challenging your mind and learning new things. And 5, stay connected to your people. Any one of these is powerful on its own, but when you put them together, they create this incredible shield for your brain.
Now, the point of all this is not to make you feel overwhelmed. It's the exact opposite. It's to feel empowered. You don't have to do everything all at once. Just look at this list and ask yourself one simple question. Which one of these can I start with today? Because even one small change can make a world of difference. Thanks for tuning in.